to sea again, Margarita. Blow away that smell of prison.
Yes, I told him so. Believe me, I am not holding him back, Elizabeth. But James is worried about something else, I think.
Business. He lost both money and reputation when he went to prison. And if I know James, right now he's doing his best to get them both back. Does he regret sending Max to jail?
No. He is still angry with that man for what he did.
Pity Caroline couldn't come.
Yes.
Does she suffer much from headaches?
Only when... Well, they do tend to come and go rather quickly, Aunt.
But we'll be seeing her at dinner.
Oh, yes, I should think so.
Good.
£25,000? You can't seriously expect
It's all I can afford, lad.
Yes, but you see the report. There's down nigh on 500,000 tons of nitrates in there.
And every ounce of it got to be humped around the horn.
Yes, even so, you could still end up making a fortune. I thought to do you a favour.
Yes, well, I do appreciate it, but look, why don't you offer it around? I'm sure you'll find a buyer. Come on, let's join the ladies.
Look, hold hard, Uncle. Look, I know you've taken a knock lately. Appreciate things haven't been going so well, so... Well, if the family can't help out in time of trouble...
You mean you'll accept me 25,000?
It's a sacrifice, but then I know you'd do the same for me. Call it a deal, shall we?
Of course, I'll need time to pay.
What? How long?
Well, a year at least.
Oh, no, Uncle. 6 months at the most.
You're a hard man, Samuel. Your father'd be proud of you. Very well, then. 6 months done.
Well, the figures are absolutely correct, Captain Baines. Have you any idea why Mr. Onedin wanted them so urgently?
No, he just told me to find out our total assets and income.
Only, it crossed my mind he might be considering selling up.
Here, have you heard something I haven't, Mr. Dunwoody?
No. But then, Mr. Onedin does make a habit of being secretive, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, he just told me to make sure the Sarton Larsen was provisioned for a long trip.
Ah, perhaps one last voyage before he swallows the anchor. Well, it is a possibility, isn't it?
And then I thought, well, why not? When Uncle Daniel resigns, they'll need another candidate for the by-election. I just know that Samuel would make a truly splendid member of Parliament. And who can say where that might lead?
Well, it would certainly keep it in the family, but as a Liverpool man, you'll have a hard battle on your hands.
But surely the fact that Samuel owns 2 mills in Manchester will count for something.
Only if he shouts it from the rooftops so everyone knows it.
Don't worry. I'll see that he does.
The main thing is, will Uncle Daniel sponsor me? His recommendation would count a great deal.
I'll write to him tonight.
Oh, splendid. Then I shall look to you all for active support.
Well, you can certainly have my good wishes, Samuel, for what they're worth, but I doubt I shall be here to witness your triumph.
What is this?
We're going to South America.
When?
Oh, in a couple of days.
And you never thought to tell Margarita?
Oh, damn it, woman. Samuel and myself only shook hands on it before dinner.
How long will you be gone?
10, 12 months.
12 months? Oh, then I am coming with you.
No, Margarita. Look, if it were anywhere else...
I am coming with you, James.
Look, we're rounding the Horn twice. Now, that's some of the roughest stretch of water in the world.
You may talk until you are black in the face. My mind is made up.
Good for you, Margarita.
You keep your nose out of this, Elizabeth.
Don't you take that tone with me, James.
Look, to put it bluntly, you would be an encumbrance, dear.
Oh. So I am an encumbrance now, am I?
I might have known you'd take it the wrong way.
Look, you don't even speak one word of Spanish.
What on earth has that got to do with it?
If you go to South America, I can speak Spanish for you.
Look, Margarita, for the last time, you're not coming. And that is the
I'm coming with you, James Onedin.
Would anyone like some more coffee?
Sell 18 ships? James, you can't be serious.
Never been more serious in my life.
Dispose of 3/4 of the fleet?
Look, we sell 18 small ships, buy 4 big ones. Eventually we should have a fleet of 10 big ships.
Look, without so much as a word of consultation, you propose to alter the entire structure of the company. Well, I'm not sure I can agree to that.
Well, I don't care whether you agree or not. Look, for the best part of my life, I've been grubbing around brokers, merchants, picking up whatever cargo I could get. Well, now that is all over. I've bought 500,000 tons of nitrate. It should take me best part of 20 years to shift it, during which time the Onedin line will have made a profit of nigh on £2 million. Now, if the Fraser line wants now to do with it, let's just shake hands on it, end the amalgamation here and now.
The trouble with you, James, is you take people too literally. I was only advising caution. Do you have any thoughts on the matter, Dunwoody?
Well, in principle, the scheme appears sound enough, my lady. There'll always be a ready market for nitrate. I take it that you have already paid for the nitrate, sir?
Well, not yet.
What? Well, you're not looking to me for the money, I trust.
Well, of course not. Not all of it.
Oh, really, James? Did I ask you to contribute to the building of the William Fraser?
All I'm talking about is a token payment.
How much of a token payment?
Well, 25,000.
25? You call that a token payment?
And we are rather stretched at the moment, my lady.
No, it's out of the question, James.
I'm offering you £1 million profit, and you quibble at coughing up a mere 25,000? All right, then split it over 6 months.
Very well. 6 months it is, then.
I've made a wise investment.
Morning, sir.
Morning, Will.
There's a man down on the dock wanting to load timber, is that right?
Damn me, I completely forgot to tell you about it.
You didn't. Deck cargo, is it?
No. It can all go below. You'll not be taking anything this trip. And by the way, do you think you can catch the morning tide tomorrow?
My dearest Elizabeth, I can hardly wait to set pen to paper and let you share the good news I received but 2 minutes ago. A letter from Salisbury himself. He not only accepts my resignation, but much more to the point, promises faithfully to appoint my successor by next April at the latest. By the spring, we shall be together. Isn't it quite ridiculous that we have spent so many years apart? And equally ridiculous that only now have I come to realize how great is my love and my need for you. For without you, life holds nothing for me. Your devoted Daniel.
Those shore lights we saw yesterday will be the last we see for a long time. We're just south of the Scillies here. What you reading? King Solomon's Mines. Good yarn, that.
I sometimes wonder where these authors get their ideas from.
Captain Baines! What is it, Mr. Blagden?
Stowaway, sir. Hiding behind all that timber in the hold. And it's a woman, sir. Come on down here, you.
Please don't be angry, James.
Mrs. Onedin.
Mrs. Onedin?
Oh, thank you, Mr. Blagden. We'll do with this.
I can.
Hello, Captain Baines.
How on earth did you get aboard?
Well, it was when the sailors were all saying goodbye to their wives. I just walked on.
You just walked?
Well, I haven't got eyes in the back of my head.
Oh, James, you must not blame Captain Baines.
Elizabeth put you up to this?
No. I remembered Samuel telling me how he once stowed away. It seemed so easy.
Stupid, brainless things to do. You might have been killed.
Oh, no, James. I was quite safe.
Oh, safe, eh? What if that timber had shifted? You'd have been killed. None of us any the wiser.
He's right, Mom.
I'm sorry. I did not think.
Yeah, I think all you could think about was how clever you was being.
Well, I was clever, wasn't I? At least I am here and not in Liverpool.
You realise all I have to do is to put into the Azores, put you ashore?
Oh, no, James. Don't send me back. Captain Baines, speak to him. James, I need to be with you. Don't send me back, please.
Very well. I won't send you back. From the Azores, you'll be pleading to be sent back.
Oh, no. Never, never. Thank you. Thank you. I brought the bag. I'll go and get it.
Your missus has certainly got a will of her own.
Well, so have I. I want you to sail this ship as hard as you can. I want to see those scuppers awash. My word, we were up early this morning, lass. How are you feeling?
Not very well, I'm afraid. But it will pass.
Yes, of course it will. You'll soon find your sea legs. I think I can smell bacon cooking in the galley. Come on, just the thing to perk you up. Oh, if I was you, I'd go to the other side of the ship.
Elizabeth! Look. I got it.
What?
My official acceptance as candidate.
Well. So Daniel's recommendation did the trick. Congratulations.
Thank you, Aunt Elizabeth. You know, when Uncle Daniel was elected, he had that canal scheme to help him. Well, these are difficult times. Caroline feels I need a message that will appeal to both heart and head.
I think she's right.
Yes, something like, time of trouble, laying off married men with families last. I believe it's an idea you've advocated.
Not advocated, Samuel. Practiced.
Yes, of course. I wondered, naturally I'd give credit where credit is due, but...
You think my idea might sound better coming from the mouth of a Manchester mill owner like yourself?
Certainly wouldn't do me any harm, would it?
That Caroline's idea?
Yes.
Samuel, you'll forgive me for asking, but is it really you who wants to go into politics?
Oh, I'm well aware of Caroline's ambitions, Aunt Elizabeth. Fortunately, they fit me like a glove.
Are you sure?
Yes. Thank you, Aunt Elizabeth.
Mr. Dunwoody,
Morning, Charlotte.
Samuel.
Strange to see you working here.
Yes, silly, isn't it? I who had no head for business.
Children are well. You haven't seen them.
I've been busy.
Yes, I see.
Samuel, I think perhaps it's best if I don't see the children anymore.
Why ever not?
Just let them forget me. Let them think they're like other children with one mother and father.
You've changed.
We both have.
Look, we can't talk about things here. Why don't we dine together?
Do you think that would be wise?
There's nothing wrong with a mother and father meeting to discuss their children, is there?
No.
Good. Then we'll meet in the very near future.
Mr. Onedin will be down soon, Simon, so be ready to serve his food piping hot.
Aye, aye, sir.
You want some more pudding, ma'am?
They're helping, Captain. No, thank you.
You know, a month ago, a sparrow would have starved on what you were eating.
Well, it just took me a long time to find my sea legs, that is all.
It's strange, that, isn't it? You never suffered from seasickness before, have you?
No. Perhaps it is something to do with that pneumonia I had.
I never thought of that.
And now, if you will excuse me, Captain, I think I will take a rest.
I'll make sure the men don't make too much noise.
Thank you.
Soon see what the Clerk of the Horn has in store for us.
The glass is steady enough. We're not more than 300 miles from the Horn, I reckon.
Let's clear the decks for action, then.
We're discharging the timber at Antofagasta, then?
No.
I see.
You know, well, I reckon you haven't got a curious bone in your body all this voyage. I've been wanting you to ask what this trip is about.
I know you have. And that's why I have asked. All right. What is this trip all about?
Nitrate, Will, nitrate. I bought 500,000 tons from Samuel at a knockdown price. From now on, the Onedin line will concentrate just on the one cargo.
Well, you need big ships for a boat cargo like that.
Aye, all in hand when we get back. There should be 10 of them there. Smooth as silk. Go out with coal, come back with nitrate. I reckon I won't have to look for another cargo for another 20 years.
Here was me thinking you was hard-pressed. All right. Where do we drop the hook?
About 100 miles south of Antofagasta, where the Hambara River comes into the bay.
What?
Where the Hambara River runs into the bay.
You show me on the chart. I hope to goodness that you're wrong.
There.
Damn it, James, you realize what you've done? You look made a fortune, you have just been a lost one. No wonder Mr. Samuel sold you that nitrate cheaply. Why are you always so damn secretive? Why couldn't you have asked me first? I'd have told you not to touch it with a barge pole.
Something wrong?
Aye, your damn pig-headedness, that's what's wrong. You go at everything like a bull at a gate. And you're always so damn cocksure that you're right.
You sound more like a farmer than a sailor.
Look, this is no laughing matter. I know this bay and I know this river. It's all silted up. The nearest we can get this ship to the shore is 1/4 mile. And from there it's 1/2 fathom. The only way we can get the nitrate on board is by rowing boat.
Just as well I bought all that timber then, isn't it?
Yeah. We can fill up buckets with nitrate and float them out on the planks, can't we?
Be easier to build a jetty.
Eh?
1/4 mile long. Good English oak planking. Just run the nitrate along, straight into the hold. Be loaded and away within the week.
Mean you knew all along?
Don't part with our cash that easily.
You've been deliberately having me on.
Same as I have Samuel. You know, I reckon he'll never make Prime Minister, that lad.
James, how long do I have to stay here?
As long as it takes us to get around the horn. Yeah. Right. Now, you took some of those around you. You ended up with a cracked head.
All this fuss. I am a strong woman, you know.
Told you, Margarita. We could be meeting waves high as houses.
As high as... Oh, James. I do love you for taking care of me. Onedin, do you mean to tell me I've been cooped up here all these days for nothing?
And I just told you, it's the calmest passage that I've ever had.
You frighten me with your stories of the big, big seas, and yet nothing happens. I think you just wanted me out of the way.
Margarita, if you don't pipe down, I'll take you on deck and chuck a bucket of water over you.
You would not dare.
Oh, wouldn't I, eh?
Oh, I believe you.
You, wish to see me, my lady?
Yes, indeed, Dunwoody. Do sit down. Mr. Dunwoody, Sir Daniel will be arriving home in April, and I have it in mind that he and I will then be going away.
Really?
Yes, I'm thinking of taking a leaf out of my sister-in-law's book and touring the world. There are so many places I should like my husband and I to visit together.
Thank you. So you will be gone for some considerable time?
Yes, and that is the reason for this conversation. Mr. Dunwoody, would you take complete responsibility for both the line and the shipyard?
Of course I will, my lady. Circumstances have kept you and Sir Daniel apart for such a long time that it is only right and proper you should make amends for this. Pray do not concern yourself on my account. I can assure you that I shall manage admirably.
Oh, dear, Mr. Dunwoody, you're quite a giant the way you shoulder so much responsibility.
My lady.
And so, it gives me great pleasure to raise my glass to the managing director of the Fraser Line, with a salary commensurate with your new position, of course. Words at last failed you, Dunwoody?
The village lies the other side of those trees, sir.
The house I can see up there. Mr. Blackton, be so good as to lower a boat, will you?
Very good, sir.
Murphy, Johnson, get the boat swung out.
May I come with you, James?
Oh, no, lass. Just let me get ashore, spy the land out first, eh?
Very well. I will have a little rest while you are gone.
Something we could all do within this heat.
Simon. Thank you.
Something was going to fall.
I'll be all right in a moment.
Of course you will. I had a bad fall once from a roof of a barn. That's my job. That's my memory. Ended up at sea. I'm all right now, though.
Good. Now, perhaps if you would walk me to the cabin, Simon.
Name's George, really. They just call me Simon. I don't mind, though. Well, Mr. Scruton, is there as much nitrate here as that report says?
Oh, yeah. I reckon there's enough here to see you and me out, that's for sure. Here, let me fill you gents up, and we'll drink to our mutual prosperity.
How long have you lived here, Mr. Scruton?
You can call me Alf. 10 years. I had what you might call a little disagreement with a forecastle lord who just happened to fall overboard one dark night off Valparaiso. Well, the old man didn't want any trouble, so he anchors in the river, pays me off plus a bit extra for the inconvenience, and over the side I goes, and in a manner of speaking, gents, I land on my feet.
Do well for yourself, do you?
Anything I want, I have. Anyone don't see eye to eye with me, my friends here have a quiet word.
You telling us you run these people?
Certainly. Well, I've got it up here. See, listen. When I landed here, the village had 10 rowing boats and not 2 farthings to rub together between the lot of them. So I helped them out. I bought the boats for £20, and for that £20 I got control of the river. Smartest thing I ever did.
Till the river silted up and the ships stopped coming here.
Yeah, well, then I had to think of something else, didn't I? Listen, there's 4 villages upstream. I put nets across the river. Now they have to buy all their fish off me. Clever, eh?
That's not what I'd call it.
Well, now, let's talk about you and your nitrate, Mr. Onedin.
Got a proposition worked out for us as well, have you?
Yeah, and somehow I don't think it's one you can afford to refuse.
Well, let's hear it then.
10 boats, complete with crews, and my personal guarantee that each boat will load a minimum of 1 ton of nitrate a day. 10 boats, all included, £10 a day. Now, you can't say fairer than that, can you?
£1 a ton to load?
There's 8 Liverpool docks, Captain. A handshake's all I need from a gentleman like you, sir.
I think not, Mr. Scruton.
Mr. Onedin, you ain't in a position to bargain.
Oh, yes, I am. I don't need you or your boats. See, I intend to build a jetty out to deep water.
Aye, a jetty? Well, now, ain't that a clever idea? A jetty, eh? No, I don't see as how I can let that happen.
There's nothing you can do about it, mister.
Ain't there? Well, now, I reckon that when Manuel and Pedro here have explained things back in the village, there won't be no one willing to build your jetty.
I'll get it built somehow.
And supposing you do, I wonder what'll happen to your jetty once you've sailed.
Are you threatening me, Alf?
Well, put like that, I suppose I am.
But if you think I've sailed halfway around the world to be blackmailed by a choop-choop rogue like you, you better think again. Come on, Baines. That's Scruton.
Let me take 1 or 2 of the lads ashore, sir. We'll soon teach him a lesson he won't forget in a hurry.
Thank you, Mr. Blagden, but no. I need a solution that'll last me at least 20 years.
Supposing we Shanghai Scruton and these 2 lerts and drop them off in the Azores.
That thought had crossed my mind.
No, James. These people have long memories. When your next ship arrived, they would run away and hide. Who would load your nitrate then?
You could be right. Don't let me fleeced by that man. Simple answer somewhere, and I mean to find it. Cup of tea, sir. Thank you, Simon. Anyway, Mrs. Onedin's all right now, sir.
Eh?
It could have been a nasty fall. Fall? Margarita?
I felt a little faint. It was nothing.
Oh, come on now. What's all this about? Oh, gentlemen.
Let's take a turn around the deck, Mr. Blagden. You too, Simon.
Well? What?
You're not pleased I am carrying your child? I thought you would be happy.
Well, of course I'm happy.
Why'd you shout at me?
Well, you took me by surprise. Yes, of course I'm pleased.
Good. You see, that's why I knew I had to come on this voyage with you.
Oh, you mean you knew before we left Liverpool?
Yes.
When will it be?
In just over 4 months.
4 months? Hey, we could still be here.
Well, I exaggerate. It is 4.5 months, probably, but what does it matter?
What does it matter? This is no place to be having a baby.
Oh, James, don't be ridiculous.
I'm not
Women in
going to talk
South
about
America
it anymore. Baines, I'm going to find you the best doctor that I can. That baby will be born in a hospital in Buenos Aires.
James,
Baines!
the nitrate, if you have not finished
I'm not
loading...
going to risk the child or you. Baines, how long would you allow for us to get to Buenos Aires?
Well, allowing for the fact that we got the wind up our tail most of the way, about 6 weeks.
In that case, we leave in 10 weeks. The outside. Yes, 10 weeks.
I couldn't help overhearing, Mum. I'd like to offer my congratulations.
He says he is pleased. And yet he shouts at me and looks so angry.
Well, he's put everything he's got into this venture. It's only natural he'd be worried. And it could also be...
Yes?
Well, maybe its old memories have come back to haunt him, Mum.
They're back, sir. Boat's alongside now.
Tell Mr. Blackton I'll see him immediately, sir. Nearly 5 hours they've been gone without a word to either of us.
Well, he's a good man, is Blagden. Let's hear him out first.
You wanted to see me, sir?
I certainly did, Mr. Midge. You've got some explaining to do. You disappear with my wife in the ship's boat and have gone for nearly 5
you must not blame Mr. Blackton. It was all my idea, and I told him we had your permission. Adelante, adelante.
Would somebody tell me what is going on?
Certainly. First, we went to the village and met Manuel y Pedro. I asked them why they work for Mr. Scrutton, and they say it is because he owns the boats.
Yes, I know that, Margarita.
So then, I went up the river to the other villages, and they agreed to sell me 10 boats for £50, providing I see the nets across the river are taken down.
And you agreed?
But of course. So then I went back to Manuel and Pedro and told them that you will sell them 10 boats if they will stop working for Mr. Scrutton and also take down the nets. They agreed, but said they had no money. So I told them that if they will build your jetty for you, you will give them the boats for nothing. So now they have come to shake your hand and seal the bargain.
Her brain works the same way as yours does.
Better?
Come. Ah, Miss Charlotte. Did the auction go well?
Remarkably well, Mr. Dunwoody. The Estolosa fetched £1,600 and the Charlotte Rhodes £1,750.
Upon my word.
I was named after her, you know. My father's first ship. I was sorry to see her go.
Well, Mr. Onedin was never one to cling on to the past.
You obviously approve of that philosophy, Mr. Dunwoody.
Oh, we can learn from the past, Miss Charlotte, but it never helps to dwell there for too long. There is always a bright future if only one looks for it.
True. Something I'm only now discovering.
Yes. And I'm so pleased to see that you and Mr. Samuel are on friendly terms again, miss.
What do you mean?
One evening last week when I was in Manchester, I saw the two of you dining together. And you know, for a moment I almost forgot that you were no longer married.
Yes. Well, we just happened to run into each other. Your wife, Mr. Dunwoody?
My late wife.
Oh, I'm sorry. And this must be your daughter.
No. That is the present Mrs. Dunwoody.
He's taken the defeat badly.
Well, he lost by such a large amount.
Well, the country's in a very strange mood at the moment.
I tried to get him to rehearse his speeches, even his gestures. But I'm beginning to wonder now if perhaps he didn't want to win.
Oh, come now.
No, I mean that. Whenever I tried to get him to sit down and plan his meetings, he'd disappear to Manchester on business.
Well, now the election's over, you'll find that life will get back on an even keel.
Oh, there's no sign of that. He's out practically every evening.
I thought I might return to the office
Thank
after
you,
this.
Gladwin.
I'll send a carriage back for you, Caroline. Will you be out riding for long?
Well, if this is Daniel's telegram, I'm afraid I won't be riding with you. No.
Steam yacht Prelude in collision with SS Orion, night of 15th March. Following extensive search, deeply regret to inform you that your husband, Sir Daniel Fogarty, must be presumed drowned. British Consul, Naples.
All loaded up and battened down, are you?
Aye, come noon, I'll be a speck on the horizon.
So not content with ruining me, you've come to gloat.
No, thought to offer you a job.
Hey, you poking fun at me?
Within the year, there'll be at least 10 ships calling her here. Well, they'll need fresh fruit, water, vegetables, meat, plus labour to move that nitrate. Now, need somebody to organise it.
How much does it pay?
£10 a month. Plus what you make on victualling, of course. 6 months in advance.
I always said you was a gentleman, didn't I?
I wouldn't count on it.
We making, Baines?
Mr. Blagden?
Barely 3 knots, Captain.
Same as yesterday and the day before. The only thing I'm not flying is my shirt.
The wind will pipe up soon, sir.
You said that every day for 3 weeks, Mr. Blagden.
I don't wish to hear that remark again.
I think I'll go to bed, James.
Aye.
Captain Baines, Try to make him not worry so much about there being no wind. I am enjoying such a pleasant voyage.
One month out, and we've barely done 1,400 miles.
I know. I've done my sums. We're still 2,500 miles from Buenos Aires.
Begging your pardon, Captain, but the wind is piping up, sir, and there are storm clouds coming up fast.
Get the T'Gallants in, Mr. Blackton.
Aye, Captain.
One moment, Mr. Blackton. We've lost enough time as it is. Just leave it be, eh?
We're carrying too much sails. The wind's strengthening.
No, leave it be. Taking sail, indeed. Baines is getting too cautious, be off. Maybe he's getting too old, eh?
James, if Captain Baines wants to sail pleasantly, what has that got to do with age? You know, sometimes I think you like bad weather.
To get you to Buenos Aires in time, we need a fast passage.
But you're going so fast, I'm beginning to find it difficult to keep my feet.
Then you better take to your bunk.
Oh, no, James.
Oh, yes. Soon as you finish your breakfast. I'll be back.
Thomas has got this big split.
Badly?
Aye, a big split. We'll need to fish it.
Right, get all the canvas off.
All hands, take it sail!
What's happening, Peg? Four topmasts is sprung. Well, I told you we were carrying too much canvas.
Bring it out, quickly.
Turn her about, Wally. Got us a good wind doing
Oh, no risk taking her around the horn with a patched-up topmast.
Where are we heading then?
Valparaiso.
You didn't settle that in the first place.
But James, I thought we were going to Buenos Aires.
Aye, well, now we're going to Valparaiso. Look, there's a good hospital there. Any road time you was in your bunk.
Oh, no, I have not finished my coffee.
Oh, come on, take it with you. What speed are we doing, Captain Baines?
Oh, it's a good 10 knots, sir. Maybe 11.
That's better. And as weather holds, we'll make Valparaiso in no time.
May I have some more?
All right, Mrs. Onedin?
Yes. Yes, I think so.
Be up you up. Rita, you want
I lost her balance. I'd leave her be for a while.
I told you should have stayed in the boat. Come on, man.
I reckon that baby started.
I think he's right, James.
Simon, Captain Baines, quick.
Sure.
Come on, gently now. Perfectly still, Hey, maybe you just pulled a muscle.
No, James. Our baby will be born soon.
Simon said something had happened.
I shall be back soon, dear.
Simon said she's had a fall. Is she all right?
I reckon the baby started.
Eh? How soon do you reckon?
Soon. Don't you worry. I'll give you all the help you need.
What you on about?
Delivering the baby.
Oh, no.
As master of this ship.
I've never delivered a baby in my life.
Ridiculous, of course you have.
No, I haven't.
You were trying to tell me that all these years as master...
Well, there's not much call for midwifery aboard cargo ships now, is there?
Yes, but you know how.
Of course I do, same as you. When was the last time you delivered a baby? What?
Same as you, cargo ship. Well, the burden is mine.
Don't hang about talking. That's one of mine arrived in 10 minutes, start to finish. Looky over there.
Simon? Are you saying that you've actually delivered a baby yourself?
Lord bless you, sir. I've delivered 3. You see, living in the country, you sometimes have to wait a bit for help.
And they all lived?
Oh, of course they did. It's simple enough when you know. All you've got to do is to make sure that you... Here. You're not suggesting that...
Fact of the matter is, Simon, that Captain Baines and myself...
We've never had much call to you, see.
James, don't be long, please.
Right. Captain Baines, I reckon it'd be a lot easier for Mrs. Onedin if the ship was steadier.
Right.
Now, I'll need more towels, clean blankets, hot water and soap.
Oh, right. I think I better tell Mrs. Onedin.
Sir, just talk nice and quiet. Don't you go upsetting her now.
Except Mainsail and forges.
Hey? But I thought we wanted to make...
Just do it, Mr. Blackton, just do it.
Aye, aye, Captain. Hold on, something!
Elton, I'll take it. Any man's gonna hold her steady. It's me.
This what you wanted, Simon?
That'll be fine, sir. If I can just get there, sir. You're getting the pains now, Ma'am.
Every few minutes.
Good. Won't be long now.
James, please don't worry.
Worried? I'm not worried.
Upon my word, I've forgotten the napkins.
What?
Them towels out there. Reckon you could tear each one in 2, sir?
Oh, yes. That is if...
Yes, James, please try someone else.
Yes, right.
Thank you, Simon.
Just you cry out when you feel like it, Ma'am.
As many as you can!
Grip hold of the rope. That better? Won't be long. Just rest a bit.
The oil's working, Cap. She's going a lot steadier now.
Aye, she is. I reckon that squall's just about blown its ever.
Are you pleased with me?
Question to ask. You go to sleep.
Thank you. Oh.
Well, don't keep it to yourself. What is it, boy or girl?
It's a boy. I'm gonna call him Will. After you.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Blackton.
Murphy, Jensen, it's a boy! Hey, lads! Mr. Onedin's got a son! Hooray!
Blackton, let Mr. Onedin take the wheel.
Aye, aye, Captain.
I've got a son.